Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had to. Ugh. Ugh. I had to. The the jalapeno kettle cooked chips were just... They were too powerful. I couldn't. It's okay. We're all human. We make mistakes. My mistake. Loving that sweet taste of jalapeno kettle cooked chips. Does that make me a guilty man? Maybe. I hope not. Bruh. Okay. So, last time we played, last night, man, I'm still sick. I'm not really even sick. I just have like unlimited snot. It's so annoying. Okay. Sorry about that. So, last time we played, we got a bunch of eggs. We hatched a bunch of eggs, but we also got a rare egg and this epic egg that's gonna hatch soon, it says. We did also get a challenge run to attempt Pokerogue using Ditto only. Now, normally, I would say you're crazy, but we do need to use Ditto. And I'm curious how this is gonna work. So, I figure, let's just give it a shot and see what happens. Clear. He's got 2 free leers on me. Not great. Not a great start. Squeeze me. Oh, we stay as a P-Dove. I see. I mean, Rookity. We failed already. We failed already. Okay, I was thinking we made it to at least round 5. And, oh, is my light on all the way? Yeah, it is. Okay, I just couldn't tell. I was expecting to at least make it to round 5. Let's try again. You know what? Let's do a normal run where we use, like... Or... maybe we do a daily run. Just to see what we get. Just to see what we get. I just want to look. I just want to look. I just want to look, I swear. Okay. I see what we're working with. Oh. 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 What? You haven't learned anything, buddy? I don't know how to answer the call. Maybe we should catch it? But nah. No. So, my idea here is we catch some Pokemon, see what we can get, just for the daily run, because that's what the daily run is good for. We'll catch something like a Staryu we can catch. Okay, Smeargle is kind of a waste here, but we're gonna catch this guy on our first try. I'm psychic, I'm from the future. We unlock Staryu as a starter. Oh, I thought it was our epic. Corsola. Okay. Okay. Potion? Great Ball? Great Ball. There's a Sandy Cloak Wormadam. I have 2 sketches. Okay. Tackle. Okay. You probably have Tackle, Protect, String Shot. And something. Confide? Lowers the target's special attack stat. Okay. There's the String Shot. I knew it. I knew it. Bug Bite is the last move. A Bug Bite. Okay, we're not even getting a shake here. Can I... Okay. 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 Thank God. There's our Sandy Cloak Wormadam. Madame. We need to potion this guy up and pray that we don't get a double battle. Ouchie! Ow! Well... I want potion. Dreadnought. I think we lose here. Not gonna lie. I could rock slide. Nope. No, I can't. Staryu? There is a universe where I never get hit again. Shit. I don't win this one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bug bite. We're still not fast enough. Alright, Smeargle. I need you to take his attack and paint a picture. Wow. Good job. Good job, buddy. What a great picture. Okay, so the daily run is a bust. We got this guy. That's pretty crazy. Did we ever end up getting... We got a decent one. What is Stakeout? Pokemon. Doubles the power of moves used against the targets which have switched in this turn. Okay. So it's like Fake Out? Just use it on the first, like your first turn is super giga buff. I mean, that could be strong. Every wild battle has a first turn, so every single battle it's gonna activate. But Strong Jaw is active always, even outside of the first turn. Okay, so I had an idea. I had something that I wanted to try. Bidoof. With Poochyena. Oh my god. Dude, you suck. What was the fake out question? Oh, it was the ability stakeout on this guy. 'Cause it works on the first turn, it says it doubles the base power of moves used on the first turn. So I'm assuming it's like fake out. Each time you send it out, it'll like reset. You can just swap it out and then swap it back in, and then it's technically the first turn it's out. Or is it the opponent has to swap in? I'm not sure. That is a weird question. But I really wanted to try Bidoof and Poochyena. Just having those two on our team. I also want to get candies for Ditto, so I'm just going to throw a Ditto in there. It's like Reverse Pursuit. Reverse Pursuit. I don't know. I think I'm gonna use Strong Jaw on him. The opponent switches in to double damage. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I say, tackle, die. Do we catch? We catch. You never know. It could give us a stat boost. It could give us a stat boost. How's it going, Mute? Welcome back, welcome back. I know I'm literally just dropping in for the first time, but tentative suggestion to lower your cam and frame enough to see the wave. Yeah, I could totally do that. There we go. I was trying to figure out, so I think it was last stream or the stream before, I was trying to find a good spot, and cause like there's really not a great spot for a face cam on this game. There's really not. I could like, maybe I could add like an overlay, but it would make the overall layout smaller. But I'm not sure if that would work better just because of the face cam. Yeah. If you guys want a different spot, I can put it in a different spot. I'm just not sure where I could really put it. I could try... Hold on, maybe I could put it over here and then... Oh, how do I... wait a minute. Oh, I'm the other way now. But then I start blocking like HP and stuff like that. Pokeball? Potion. X defense? Pokeball. It also feels a bit weird being on the other side of the screen. It feels weird. Here, let me move some stuff around here. Just to make this a bit easier to see. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. Okay. I think the wave number alone is what most people would be asking about if they came in mid-run. Okay, fair enough. Didn't mean to cause hassle, sorry. Oh, no, don't worry. I want the stream to be good for you guys. I want the stream to be good for you guys. You know something more evil than Ditto Run or no items? Oh god. Oh god. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? We can catch this guy? Yeah, we should catch this guy for a better Rookity. Slightly better. No catch run. Oh man, that would be pretty fatal for us right now. That would be pretty fatal for us. Would you like to make it another challenge on top of that, so where I can only use like one Pokemon or two Pokemon? Right now, I figure I prep for the Ditto only run a little bit, because I tried it just a second ago, and I got to wave 2 and then died. No catch would be pretty easy if you had the IVs on a low cost set. You know, we actually did get something pretty recently. We got something just now, where I think we could do it. Something I got distracted. I got distracted. We got something pretty crazy just a minute ago, that I think would be pretty beneficial for me in a run like that. Let me see, can I... Oh, I guess I could save and quit. Here, I'll just save and quit real quick at the end of the battle. Classic. Yeah, we've got something that could help us out a little bit here. I'll give you a hint. It's something in this list right here on screen. I got this out of an egg. It's not shiny, but wow. I got this and I was like, I don't know, Mousehold? Yeah, it's definitely, it could be any of these guys, really. It could really just be any of them, but we got this guy. He's got Bitter Blade on him too. I think that's the one that Ceruledge uses. I didn't play Gen 9. I didn't play Gen 9, but the goo boy. You know what's really crazy is because we died to the gooey Wiglet, we actually didn't get gooey on our Wiglet. Let's pretend it's Lechonk. Where's Lechonk? There he is. This guy... I don't know anything about this guy. So I didn't play Generation 9, but this guy is awesome. And for some reason, he always like messes me up, but like, I don't understand where the damage is coming from. I don't understand how he hits me so hard. I don't get it. Yeah, my idea earlier was Bidoof with Simple and then Poochyena with Howl. Because they both, like, he starts with Howl and then he just has Simple, so he just, you know. But that we never got a double battle. Voltorb is cracked. We got a Voltorb yesterday, and this guy is absolutely insane. He just like Thunder Shocks Frost Breath and just kills everything. It's pretty nice. He's pretty cool. I want to try again with this idea. And I want to use Ditto on the team just because friendship candy. Oh, wait. I forgot. Wait. Our Bidoof is back. You should try to get a whole team of the same Pokemon. Okay, wait, can you put multiple Pokemon, like 2 Bidoofs on the same... Wait, or you can catch them? Oh. Oh. Make it Pidgey and make the Mega Evolution a mandatory part of the challenge, so it's luck-based. So I need 6 Mega Pidgeots? Is that... Am I understanding this correct? I need 6 Mega Pidgeots? You can't stack the same starter without catching now? Yeah. Oh wait, we just went over this. I got distracted again. That's an interesting idea. Because it would have to be a Pokemon that you can, like, find more than once, at least. That's a pretty good idea. Maybe I can try that. Maybe I can try that. That would make, you know what? That would make getting candies absurdly easy. I almost want to abandon this run. Yeah, I almost want to abandon this run just to start a run like that. I'm gonna do that. I want to do that. That sounds really interesting, actually. Who would we pick? Who would we pick? We would have to pick someone who's, like, tanky enough, bulky enough, but common enough. Be back later. No worries, no worries. I'm going to find something that we can use multiple times in a run that we also want candy for. You know what? Maybe we just do Bidoof. That actually would make it busted good for farming that specific one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, getting candies for that Pokemon, you'd have 6 sources, potentially, of friendship candies. Rare candy, the Ditto. Yippee! Transform into the wave 200 Mega. That's the move. That's the move. We're actually doing this. I've just been pressing A this whole time. I want that. Oh man. Catch it. And then you could be hatching them for the egg moves, and then suddenly it goes into epic territory. Yeah. It's a slippery slope. I've played enough clicker games to dude, are you serious? Okay. We got a Mega Bracelet on Wave 7. Too bad we're gonna die. Who on my team can even Mega Evolve? Nobody. I don't even have a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. I thought you needed a Pokemon that could Mega Evolve to get the Mega Bracelet. Okay, so here's the deal. We can only use one Pokemon. I don't think any can, no? Oh. Who do we use? We would want to use something that's common. Pickup could be useful. Okay, so I'm thinking like Sentret, maybe Zigzagoon, maybe Nincada would be cheating. We would only be able to use Ninjask, I guess. But Whismur is common enough. We could use Whismur. I'm eyeing Shroomish. Shroomish is pretty common, but he's not like common until like the second like wave, like 10 plus. He's not like super common early on. And he also, I feel like, would kind of struggle a little bit early with all the birds. And then if the rival gets a fire type on top of that, they get a fire type and a bird, that's just a stone brick wall for Shroomish. It's over. Something that's common enough to find early, but is also strong enough to scale late. Moxie, huh? Pidgey was technically a joke, but it's actually a good mon. Yeah, it is. I actually just don't have it though. That's my problem. I need to catch a Pidgey. Maybe Spearow, to be honest. If we can unlock the Moxie passive on Spearow, this would be pretty easy. I'm thinking it would honestly get kind of easy. But we could also do Sniper. Super Luck Sniper Pit Dove. That seems better. Sniper Super Luck. That seems better. We need some better IVs. Let's try Pidove. I think, of course, we get Spearow as the very first guy. Pidove sweeps with that combo, no setup required. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty strong combination of things. Give it a high crit move, slash, and it dominates. Yeah, I think Super Luck raises crit rate and sniper raises crit rate or crit damage? Is sniper crit rate or crit damage? I can't remember. I think it's crit rate. Air cutter. You don't say. You don't say. Sniper is damage. Super luck is rate. Yeah. Okay, so we have super luck is one stage. We have 2 stages. We need wide or scope lens. I forget what the one that raises crit rate is. That's a special move, so X attack isn't gonna do anything for us here. We could just stack berries on Pidove. I mean, what are we gonna do about it realistically? We could Gust just to save PP. Save PP. Thank you for the follow. That noise scares me every time. Did the overlay play? I didn't even see the overlay. X defense would go pretty good here. I just want to make sure the overlay played. Briz damage. No, shush. Okay, I'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. There's supposed to be like a thingy that plays over the screen. Oh, it was like a picture. I'm not sure if it played or not, but I was trying to set that up the other day, and I got it set up, I thought, so I hope that didn't break. It's playing the noise. I heard the noise. I hear the noise. Dynamax band. I'm multitasking and missed whether it did or didn't. Heard the noise though. Yeah. I love that noise. It's my favorite. I don't think the Dynamax band would be useful for us because we can't Gigantamax. We can Dynamax, but I don't think that's super useful. I don't think that's really that useful for us, so I'm just gonna reroll. We have Roost. A Great Ball? We don't really need a Great Ball to catch a Pidove, though. So maybe we just Potion Rare Candy? Roost would be useful, but we're gonna learn that naturally. Quick attack. Maybe we get rid of Growl. Maybe we get rid of Growl. Oh, Caterpie. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Ooh. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Okay. Okay. I'll take that. Morning sun. Sharp beak. Now that is something I'm interested in. Now that is something I can get down with. Rare candy again? Put us at level 9 already? I think the max level before 10 is 12, right? Or is it 10? And then it goes to 16? Charmander. Erkata. Quick attack. Beautiful. Air cutter. Quick attack. $10, I think. Yeah, 10. Yep, it's 10. So that means the only way for us to level up now... Ooh. Just on principle, I need to buy that. I need to have that. Wow. Don't kill me. So we can't gain any EXP right now, but we can get lucky with a rare candy. Okay. Okay, so maybe we get the IV scanner. Male Combi. I pretend I do not see. Wait. Wait. You stole my berry, jerk. I looked away and he stole my berry. What the heck? Honey gather though. True. Honey gather. Whoa. But it would make our Sentret better. We got planes. We need to get a second pit dove so we can start using lures. What the heck? What is this? It's a strange machine whirring noisily. I don't want to go to another biome. I want to stay in this biome, actually. Honey gather in this game collects extra money after every wave. Yeah, I saw that. I'm really curious how a full honey gather team would work. I'm really curious about that one. Should we catch this? No, we can't. I almost forgot. Owie, owie. Die. We have metal coat and magnet. We could probably learn steel wing. I don't think we can learn any electric type moves though. Yeah, I don't think we can learn any electric type moves. So I think out of all of this, metal coat is the only one potentially with something. Maybe. Go Pidove. Use air cutter. Go Pidove. Use air cutter. Now use quick attack. This is honestly going pretty well. No, I don't want Taunt. Darumaka. We do have to use quite a bit of money, but it's not that bad. Just to heal up. What's your highest wave? So it's kind of a tough question. This isn't my first account. I have played a lot back when the game first came out, or blew up, I guess. I don't know if it first came out back then, but back when it got first started getting really big. I played a lot, and I beat the game. Like, I've gotten to wave 200 in classic mode and unlocked endless mode. But that being said, I haven't gotten past wave 200, I think, in endless mode. I think I usually just play the classic mode. Soothe Bell would go kind of hard here, actually. Guzma's theme is goated. Guzma's theme is goated. Dude, it just got like super giga dark. What the heck happened? It's freaking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I gotta turn my light on. What the heck? I've been hitting the mono challenges type in gen runs. Current run is electric and I'm using Plusle and Minun. Hey, don't be trash talking Plusle and Minun. Alright? Those guys get it done. They're on the high end of mid. They're on the high end of mid. They're not that bad. I feel like, honestly, with Plusle and Minun together, if you can get enough double battles, or enough lures to guarantee you every... What I was saying though, if you can get enough lures to guarantee you get double battles, I feel like that's not super bad, because plus and minus gives basically Calm Mind boost without an actual boost. So if you stack actual boosts on top of that, that starts to go crazy real fast. But that is kind of one where it's like, it is, in the beginning, it is Plusle and Minun, so I mean, you know, you kind of have to get it going to do anything. Their passives are Power Spot. What does Power Spot do? I don't remember what that ability does. I want to try this again with Pidove. I feel like Pidove is really strong for this. I want to try again with Pidove. Maybe that's what we could do. We could do in our quest to 100% the game, we could do a classic mode run with only using one type of Pokemon. So, like for Bulbasaur, I can only use Bulbasaur, or Ivysaur, or Venusaur. That sounds terrible, but what if I find a second Bulbasaur out there? What if? That would be cool. It's basically plus minus again, just generalized to work with any ally. Oh. Yeah, that's really good, actually. That's really good. X special attack would go kind of crazy. Our Pidove has performance enhancing drugs right now. He has X defense and X special attack for Gust. And he's the only Pokemon on our team gaining EXP, so he's like absorbing everything. We have a top 1% Pidove right now until the drugs wear off. Man, that's tough. Tough for you, not me. No, I lost. Yes. And I win. X defense. Re-up that prescription, buddy. Oh, God. The most roided out pigeon of all time. HP up. Oh, buddy. Here it starts. We're gonna use an HP up on him. Now we really have performance enhancing drugs. Except these are the permanent kind. Oh my gosh. Big nugget. Oh, we should have healed. Oh, we should have healed. We should have healed. Maybe we'll be okay. That does not fill me with joy. We need to be able to one-shot whatever he sends out. He sent out the most powerful Pokemon of all time. Well, how could I compare? Oh man. Taken down by my own hubris. Okay, I feel like we need to get lucky in the beginning. Wait, hold on. I did. I got some egg pulls. What do we get? Okay, 5 commons and another common. Okay, add to party. How much do you need? 25 to buy an egg. And 40 for the passive. Doesn't Drapion... Hold on. Drapion... Oh no. What is the ability that raises... Is there another ability that raises crit rate? No, just super luck. I thought there was another ability that raised it, crit rate. So we need +3 stages to get guaranteed crit. Is that right? Yes. 3 stages to get guaranteed crit. So super luck is 1, the move is 1. And then if we get a scope lens, that's 1. So that would be 3. Right there. That's all we would need. Okay. So this guy's another contender for some fun shenanigans, but for now, what we want to do is start the battle with Pidove. I really want to try getting Pidove up there. I want to do something funny with Pidove. Then it wouldn't even matter if they buff their defenses. Yeah, we just ignore all the defense boosts. Defense? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Uh-oh. Go figure. Dude, I haven't seen a single Pidove yet. We've done like 2 runs so far. Granted, they didn't get like super duper far, but I think we're done here. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Double battles early on when you don't have 2 Pokemon are tough. That is a death sentence right there. That is an actual death sentence. Soothe Bell. There's a Pidgey. Critical hit. Maybe we can... Oh, God. Tough. We leveled up. I think we're okay here. Yeah, I think in this situation we're okay. Capturing every Pidove gives the added bonus of IV and nature buffs for each subsequent run too. Yeah, it's all like stacking. It's all stacking benefits. If I can freaking find one. If I can get my hands on a freaking Pidove. Just for the record, nobody has 100% this game, so that isn't a realistic goal. That's fine. That's fine. Someone eventually will. Maybe it won't be me, but someone will. Great Ball. Or do I want an X special defense? As a dev for this game, I strongly doubt it. You don't think so? Why not? And beat a Nuzlocke with every Pokemon? Wait, you need to do a Nuzlocke? Oh, okay. I guess so. Okay, I guess what by my definition of 100%, I mean more like getting like running out of things to obtain, I guess. So the challenge run, like challenge runs, I guess I guess you would obtain a ribbon for those, huh? Okay. So maybe I won't include ribbons, just because I don't know. Or maybe I just won't include the like specific kinds of ribbons when I do it, but at least by my definition of 100%ing the game, I just want to run out of things to collect, I guess I should say. So I don't want to have any more egg moves to unlock. I don't want to have any more like Pokemon I can reduce the cost of, any more passive abilities available. Just go with it's a bait line. I mean, it's not really a bait line. I mean, I guess I guess it is a bait line. I guess I am not 100%ing the run, technically, no. But semantics. That's semantics. Ultra Ball. Semantics. Wild Poochyena has fainted. I like Poochyena. I want to use more of the Howl, like shenanigans. Like, Howl, with Bidoof Simple. I think that would be fun. There is one Pokemon you cannot catch until you have everyone else. Isn't that Eternatus, right? I think. Isn't that the guy that you unlock when you when you get every starter, I think? What, I didn't get him, but I think one of my friends got him. "100% it is Pokerogue." That is a good point. You do still have to catch him. You get the option to catch him. Oh. Well, I do want to catch him. I do. But yeah, that's mostly what I mean by 100% though. I want to run out of things to obtain. I want to run out of things that aren't just like challenging myself in different ways to play the game, just like things to collect and use in the game, I guess I should say. Do we Gust here or do we Swift? Swift is gonna be better damage. If you plan on using Eternatus for an easy Mono Dragon run or easy Mono Poison run or even a Gen 8 run, do not capture Eternatus with a free party slot. Why is that? Want to catch him, but for some reason I can't seem to hatch Roaring Moon. Unlucky. Because if you care about technicalities... Many do not reuse Pokemon when doing challenges. Oh, yeah, I've seen that too. Some people will, like, lock themselves out of Pokemon that they've used previously because, like, technically speaking, you could just use, like, what's his name? The fire starter from Generation 9, Fuecoco. You could just torch song everything if you know, and just have whatever you're using in the challenge run in the back, and just never actually use the thing that you're challenging yourself with. So, I mean, technically speaking, like, you know, I get that. I think for me, I think it's fine maybe like once, but for things that are really strong, like for example, I mean, I know Fuecoco can't solo, but yeah, you know, if you get the right boosts on it, all you really need is Fuecoco, because I mean, Torch Song, once you get Torch Song, I should say, once you get Torch Song, you get to that point, the special attack raises are just, I mean, they just... Oh! We got a shiny Ponyta. That's our first shiny. That's our first shiny on this account. Headlong Rush. People overblow Fuecoco. I mean, it is really good. It is really good. The game meta ignores a lot of underused Pokemon. Wait, but having a ribbon doesn't negate their use in a run, just makes it less profitable to run, right? Yes. So basically, the way I understand it is when you beat a run with a Pokemon for the first time, you get a ribbon based on what kind of run it was. And when you get a ribbon on the Pokemon, you get a times 10 egg voucher pull, or maybe a times 5 egg voucher pull. I forget which one it is. But you get like either the times 5 or the times 10 one. But if you redo that and you get the ribbon a second time on that same Pokemon, instead of getting that times 10 or the times 5, I think you only get a times 1. To my understanding, I think that's how it works. Just because we have been expanding the ribbon system, it isn't any ribbon granted. It's the first time the Pokemon beats Classic. Ah, okay. You basically explained it in the most roundabout way possible. Yeah, I'm really good at that. I'm really good at that. Tidy up. Tangela? Okay. Tangela's cool. I like Tangela. We didn't get anything super crazy, I don't think. We'll have to look at some passives once we get done with this one. See if we unlocked anything cool. Clears hazards and up to 50% heal. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Tidy up is a pretty crazy move. Well, maybe not in Pokerogue specifically, because I don't think hazards are that common, are they? You know about pressing V? No, I do not. Oh. I do now. That's pretty useful. Oh, that's really useful. Doesn't Sparkly Swirl create Reflect, for example? Does it? I don't even know what Sparkly Swirl is. Sparkly Swirl Pokemon. That's a move? $120 base power? What the heck? It doesn't say... It doesn't say anything about, setting up Reflect. At least in, like, regular Pokemon games. It cures... It's basically Heal Bell, but it also has, from Generation 8 onwards, 120 base power. That was crazy. That is crazy. Is there a move that sets up Reflect like that? Glitzy Glow? Oh man. Oh, it would be one of the Eevee moves. And then I think the Dark type one sets up Light Screen, right? Or something like that. The effects of the move Light Screen on the user side of the field. Baddie Bad deals damage and sets... Yeah! Yeah. Okay. I remember a little bit. I did play a little bit of... I played Let's Go Eevee instead of Let's Go Pikachu because I think Eevee is just cooler than Pikachu, but that's just my opinion. Why do you only have one Pokemon? Oh, so right now I'm doing self-imposed challenge runs. I was challenged to do a run where I only use one Pokemon, or one type of Pokemon. So I can only use Pidove and the evolution line of Pidove. But if I find another Pidove out in the wild, I can catch that and use two Pidoves. I just can't use anything other than Pidove. Have you beaten Classic? Not yet. I'm just challenging myself to get some candies right now and farm out some just random things. Just doing random things, to be honest. Strong to not attempt this before you beat Classic. Yeah, I know, it's a horrible idea. It's terrible. It is really tough. It sucks. 165 is gonna kill you. Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, I could get lucky. $35 is going to kill me. I do not honestly expect to get very far. I do not at all. Oh yeah, I know. You need full egg moves and yeah, I know that. So what I'm doing right now is it's kind of just a fun way of candy farming. We're just having fun playing the game, man. We're just having fun playing the game, man. That's all. I don't need to make the 100% most optimal play every second of my life, man. I can just relax and have fun and enjoy the game. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. That doesn't mean making the clear bad choice, though, does it? Sometimes the funny choice is the wrong choice. Sometimes it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles, man. That's just how it happens. Gust. Bad choices can be fun. New ways to enjoy the things. Yeah, I definitely won't, buddy. That's fine. We're just having fun, playing a game. We're not, we're doing that to begin with, so we don't need to come out here with all that. It happens more than you think. Oh, I'm sure. I would assume. Fair enough. Well, that was interesting. I mean, we had a dev in the chat for a while. That was cool. I hope you have a good day. Would a lure increase my odds of a second Pidove? I don't think... I think if we don't find a second Pidove before 20, we just auto-lose. I think. We got paralyzed. He's using our own gun against us. It would make it harder. It would make it a little bit harder. Maybe not impossible. Maybe not an auto lose. There is a chance we could get potentially like six battles in a row where we just get nothing but like the best thing that we could possibly pick up. I don't know what that is right now, but when I see it, like maybe an EXP charm. And then in future stuff, we could start picking up rare candies and blowing past the level cap. We are level 16. So we're not going to be gaining EXP right now. But that's okay, because if we get a rare candy... We didn't get a rare candy. I need to use that full heal to get rid of the paralysis. I need that gone. We have another battle to go into here for Pokemon. Urgh. Quick attack just in case. Igglybuff. Okay, all this trainer has are babies, so we're gonna be fine here. Withdrew Igglybuff, sent out Mantike. We're gonna be a-okay here. The Shell Bell is honestly coming in clutch right now. This Shell Bell has put in immense work. Dun, 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 dun. You know, oddly enough, once we get done with some of these challenges that I have backlogged, beating classic mode should be pretty easy. from that point, I would assume that beating Classic Mode is going to be pretty easy. We're going to blast through with like 6 Pokemon as a starter that just one-shot everything, that all have their passives unlocked and egg moves unlocked. X defense would be fun. A Lopunny. Ooh, that thing is scary. That thing is scary. Oh, we need to quick attack? Okay, we're good, we're good. Whew. Honestly, if we didn't have Shell Bell, we would lose there. I think we would. Level cap should be 24 now, right? 24. Okay, we have a double battle. Also, that's an Oshawott. But I'm not allowed to catch it. That's tough. Ow. Jerk. Maybe I should quick attack one of them to guarantee a kill. Ah, damn it. Close, close, close. We're getting closer each time. Each time we do this. That doesn't help me right now. We could unlock the passive soon. Ponyta. Magic Guard? Wait, that makes Flare Blitz no recoil. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I don't know if we annoyed them with the way of playing, but sometimes it's the higher possibility of failure that makes it more fun. That's why people do Nuzlockes and then hardcore them and Ironmon them, right? Yeah. So there is I understand where that, you know, his side and where he's coming from. Not that there's really a side to this, but I understand like where he's coming from. Like sometimes the fun for people is in here. Is there an ad playing right now? I think I tried to just dismiss it, but I think I just dismissed the notification. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I understand that side of it. There's a lot of different things. Like some people find fun. Some people find the aspect of finding the most optimal strategy and doing the most optimal thing. That is the fun part to them. And it is to me too, to a certain extent. I think doing that is fun momentarily, but it is incredibly exhausting. If you've ever played a game like that, where you have to just be constantly thinking about the most optimal thing and worrying about, you know, like doing this and then this and then this and then this. If you've ever played a game like that, you'd know that is exhausting. It's fun, but whether or not you find it fun does not change the level of exhausting it is. It is exhausting. you know, speedrunners might enjoy speedrunning the game, but that doesn't make it any less challenging. It is still hard to do. The same thing goes here, you know. Just because you enjoy doing the task doesn't make it any less tiring. And playing a game where you're just constantly, you know, focusing on the most optimal thing, to me, sucks all the fun out. And I think the game has been optimized to the point where people know these type of things, I guess. I don't, but I guess the broader community does. But the game has been optimized. I don't need to optimize it. I don't need to stream it being optimized. It's been optimized. You know what I mean? It's not unique for me to come be live and play Pokerogue the most efficient way possible. I mean, people have done it. I've seen YouTube videos of it. You know? I've seen that before. I don't need to do that. So I want to do unique things. I want to do things that I haven't done, things that I haven't seen. Doing a run where I only have 6 Pidovs, I haven't seen that on Pokerogue. I'm just having fun. It might not be the most optimal strategy, but I mean, Pidove is not the best Pokemon in the game, and yet you can start with it in Pokerogue. I mean, you know, Sunkern is not the best Pokemon in the game, but yet you can start with it. You know? Why would you start with a Sunkern when you could start with Iron Leaves? You know, I mean, it's just fun. You're just having fun. You're doing something. But I do, like I said, I do understand where he's coming from. That's why I didn't want to get mad at him, but I mean, I felt like he was arguing at me, and I wasn't arguing at him. Do we do Pidove again, or do we switch to something else? Because Pidove is cool and all, and strong, but Pidove is seemingly rare. We could try Spearow. Let's try Spearow. Let's just try. Let's just see what happens. Although I'll counterpoint that Sunkern in this game is busted good. Is it really? That's actually kind of funny. That's actually really funny. That's actually really, really funny. What the heck? I would assume that it's kind of strong because it has solar power and drought, right? Is that right? I don't remember. But even with that, I would assume in my head, aw, man. I want that. I want that. No. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it eventually. Do, 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 do. I would not expect Sunkern to be the GOAT. I would not expect that. Also, to be fair, technically, you could solo the whole game. Oh. With any Pokemon. What is this? What is this? No way. Anyways, what I was saying though is technically speaking, you could beat the whole like of classic mode with any Pokemon just by itself. But you have to get that in combination with not only being good at the game, but also you also have to balance like getting lucky with items and stuff like that. The deciding factor really is like egg moves and IVs and passives. Egg moves, IVs, and passives. That's like the biggest deciding factor of like what sets a beginner apart from like, you know, someone who's been playing the game for a long time. So with that being said, if you had every Pokemon optimized, yeah, you could probably beat the game with everybody by themselves. But the thing that I want to know is, can I do that prematurely? That's why it's a challenge. That's why it's a challenge. Oh, I want like all of these things. It gets Drought, Solar Power, and then it also gets Hydro Steam. High power water move that boosts in the sun. Fiery Dance. Plus special attack and damage fire in the sun. And Quiver Dance. And Spore. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Now that you... now that you pointed out, there's quite a few things stacking up there. There's definitely a couple of things adding up there. Now that you mention that. I didn't think about... I didn't know it learned Hydro Steam and Fiery Dance, but... Quiver Dance makes sense. Oh, I didn't heal. Oh, I'm stupid. And we lose. Yeah, Fiery Dance is pretty cool. Is Fiery Dance 100% chance to raise special attack? Or is it 50% like Charge Beam? Right? Charge Beam? I think Charge Beam. Yeah, Charge Beam is like 50% chance or something like that, I think. I think. Well, now I'm like sitting here like, well, should we switch back to Pidove? Because we got a Pidove in like the very beginning of the run. Let's just try Pidove again. Let's just try again. See what happens. Lechonk. Maybe we could switch to like Zigzagoon or something. We just need a run where we can have one other Pokemon on our team. If we can do that, I think we're golden. We also, I believe, might need to get lucky with some things like the HP up and calcium and vitamins, that's what they're called. I had to think about that one for a second. Not the brightest tool in the shed. Hey, there's our first vitamin. Nice job, buddy. Nice job using a ghost type move on the normal type guy. Good job, good job. Echoed voice. Let's go X special defense. Just in case. This won't help us for this battle. But we have a pretty decent chance to crit here. Drug only run. Items are mandatory, skipped unless they're drugs. That's a really good idea. That's a fun one. I do want to do that. Drugs and money. Drugs and money. I can pick up money. Only money and drugs. I mean, we're kind of doing that right now. We're almost doing that right now. Performance enhancing boosters. Gust. Oh, more drugs. Ba-da-da-da. Fennekin. We can... What can we do about that? Gust, quick attack? Not quite, but quick attack might be stronger. Okay. I don't think we were going to make it past the second guy anyways, to be fair. Okay, let's try something else common. Let's try... We could try Poochyena. We do also... I mean, you know, let's do Bidoof. Let's do Bidoof. We have Pokerus on Bidoof. We already have decent IVs on Bidoof. I'm blocking it with my face cam, but... we already have decent IVs on him. We can hopefully get his passive soon. How many candies does this guy have? 30? That's a lot. That's kind of a lot. Zigzagoon. We don't need a Zigzagoon. Ooh. Sap Sipper when he turns water is pretty legit. Yeah, Sap Sipper, in conjunction with Simple, actually sharply raises your attack when you get hit by a grass-type move. I think that's what Sap Sipper does, right? Or does it just heal you? I forget. Special defense. A second Bidoof. We've done it. We've done it. We've got our run. We just need... Oh no. We just need to... Okay, thank God, thank God. We need to live. We need to beat Blipbug. live Bidoof's next attack, and then catch it all at once. Please, 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 please. Yes! Bidoof run, Bidoof run. It's the Bidoof run. It's the Bidoof run. Okay, we have protein. We just need to use protein. We need the vitamins. Bidoof run is real. Our attack won't go lower. I just remembered. We have 0 attack on this guy right now. Simple is a crazy ability, huh? Simple is a crazy ability, huh? God damn! He's spamming me! Oh, let's go. Let's go. We stay at neutral. Rogue Ball. Soothe Bell would go crazy. We start getting crazy amounts of candy. I just need to make sure that we get a little bit of EXP on this Bidoof. Level 3. We have a trainer battle here. Deandre. We could defense curl, sharply raise our defense. That might be useful here. Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. Wow, you're incredible. Thanks. Lure would be nice. That way we get EXP on our second Bidoof. We can double target the lower... Oh! I was gonna say we could double target the lower level one, but golly. Golly. That is crazy. My boys are putting in work. These are my boys. X special defense? Or do we want a citrus berry? Maybe the special defense would go better for the rival fight because they usually have they have a starter, and the starter usually has like leafage, water gun, or ember. So X special defense would help for the rival fight. Bah, bah. For -4 speed, I just realized. What happened? Rare candy. Oh, I forgot to heal. Stupid. Okay, we have a level 5 in the back though. It's at least not nothing. Bulbasaur. He does not have a special attacking move. But he does have a physical attacking move. So if I growl... Okay, we spent a turn doing nothing. He has Vine Whip, I know that. We might also want to consider pausing evolution on one of the Bidoofs so we have an answer to electric types. Ooh. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. You're planning ahead. You're planning ahead. I didn't even think about that yet. Do we growl a second time? I don't think so. I think, yeah, I think it was a bad move to growl. I think we lose, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not seeing a light at the end of this tunnel. Unless... there's a chance I could crit. There's a chance I have... No, there's not. We got decent with Bidoof, though. We did decently with Bidoof. This is absolutely possible. I just need to get the passives. And... we could... once we have the passive, we could get a few egg moves. Maybe like 1 or 2 egg moves would do the trick. I feel like, depending on what it is. The egg moves are usually pretty crazy. They're like really, really, really crazy. Sandsear Storm, Bitter Blade, Supercell Slam, like, these moves are crazy. We could absolutely do this with someone. We just need to get lucky. This would be good. Strong Jaw, Tough Claws. Learn all the bite moves. Lechinder. Blip Bug. Rookity. I want to use Rookity, but the only problem is Rookity Gale Wings? Okay. Rookity feels really uncommon, except for like randomly you'll find like 4 in a row. That's what Rookity feels like for me. I want to try something like Zigzagoon. Plus speed minus special attack. We can take that. Could go Voltorb. You said it went hard? It does go hard, but I've never seen another Voltorb. I've never seen Voltorb in the wild. That's the only problem. Let's try Zigzagoon. Let's try Zigzagoon and just see what happens. Because Zigzagoon is really, really common in the beginning. I feel like if we want... I feel like the best chances we have without egg moves is to get something that's really common early and just stack up on a few of them. I think that if only we started Bidoof. If only. Question, if we happen to meet Galar Zigzagoon, does it count? I guess I could leave it up to, like, I could leave it up to a poll in the chat at the time. Like, whenever it happens, if it does happen, I'll just, like, start a poll and be like, hey guys, what do you think? Because honestly, I would say yes, but I can also see the argument for no. I can also see why you wouldn't want that, because then technically you're using like Obstagoon, you know, like, you know what I mean? Technically it's a different Pokemon. Like Galarian Meowth. I think I've only ever met one in the wild, so it's not likely. Fair enough. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Maybe if it's like a subtle form change like Pavilion, I won't limit it to that only. Like I won't just use like the pink Pavilion, and I can't use any other color Pavilion, but if it's like Darmanitan, well, I guess Darmanitan's a bad example, but Meowth, Galarian Meowth and regular Meowth, and Berserker and stuff like that, like those are different Pokemon. That's just a different Pokemon that looks like Meowth. I'm sorry, that's not a regional form for Meowth. That's just a different Pokemon that looks like Meowth. Straight up. I'm you, but stronger. Deleting memory. Mega Zigzagoon. Think about it. Think about it. We got this 3 things too. It has, oh yeah, and Alola. The Alolan one is cool too. But the Alolan one plays a lot like the regular one, doesn't it? It just has a dark type? Or is it... I think the Alolan one plays pretty similar to regular Meowth. It's just the Galarian Meowth, or whatever it is. The one that evolves into Berserker is like really ungodly slow. It's a little more special attacky. Oh. Huh. I don't know. For that one, I can reasonably be like, okay, regional variant. But the Galarian one, that's a different Pokemon. You can't convince me. You can't convince me. It just looks like that's Mimikyu and Pikachu right there. That's a different Pokemon, dude. Of course we find a Pidove. 1 round before the trainer battle. When we're not using Pidove. And also, I can't find a freaking Zigzagoon! Da 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 da. Chimchar. Ow. We got lucky he didn't use Ember right off the bat. Fletchling. 07. 07. I don't know if carrying the Mon makes the wild rare. Doubt it, but maybe. I don't know. I feel like maybe it does, because I feel like we really just like straight up don't see. We found the one Bidoof. We found the one Bidoof. Let's try this guy maybe. We've caught him 6 times. Surely we can go for a 7th. Surely we go for a 7th. X attack. Map? Map would be helpful in getting us where we need to be. We could try to be in fieldy, forested areas. Drugs only. 6 Butterfree could beat an Eternatus, surely. It could. They honestly could, because they have Psychic. They honestly could. They do have super effective moves against Eternatus. And bug resist poison. They could. It would be a long shot. I think they would lose out at Rayquaza, but you never know. They actually so Butterfree gets Compound Eyes. And with Compound Eyes, that boosts the accuracy of moves, and it also gets Hypnosis. So it could have, I think it has a 90% accurate Hypnosis. So even against its own counters, I mean, if it gets lucky with the sleep turns, I mean, you know? We got poisoned here. That's not good. That's really, really bad, actually. Teach him work up. There's a Spearow. Yeah, we definitely lose to poison. We definitely do. Unless we get lucky. We learn Payback. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Well, GG. Tough. Tough. I thought he was going to be faster than me, that's why I chose Payback, but turns out, wow, that text was really small. There was like the text right here. It was like really tiny and really long. Okay, so I have a theory. I think you might have been right with the carrying a Mon makes it a little bit rare in the wild. I'm not 100% sure on this, but it really does feel like using a Pokemon makes it at least like slightly more rare. Because like I never encounter these things. And all of a sudden I'm finding them all over the place. But as soon as I start using Minccino, I'm never going to see another one. I'm actually kind of curious. I'm actually kind of curious. Ladybug. I've never seen a ladybug. I don't think. That is kind of cool. Accuracy? Bam, bam, bam. There's Zigzagoon. We were looking for him before. Did my playlist is acting up. There we go. Super lure? No. We want X accuracy, I guess. Cherubi? Well, I don't know if we make it out of this one. Oh, no, we do. We definitely do. Yeah, we're fine. Perfectly fine. I just get... I got extremely doomer pilled after that freaking double battle destroyed us. Oh my god. Zigzagoon. I mean, it would make sense, to be fair, it would make sense if they made it a little bit rarer to catch the same Pokemon you already have. That way you're not, like, doubling up on the same thing. It would make sense. It would be a little unfortunate, but it would make sense. Especially early game? Yeah, especially early game. Because that way, you know, what if we make a team that has a bunch of all of the really common Pokemon from the beginning area? What would happen? That's a good question. What would happen calcium? I am kind of curious. I do kind of want to figure that out. I want to see what happens. It probably will still give us... I mean, it will give us duplicates. We know from Bidoof. It will give us duplicates. But I'm curious as to whether or not it, like, might try to force the rarer Pokemon out. That being said, Minchino is kind of handling business. He's kind of just handling business. Worth a try. Run like Spearow, Bidoof, Rickety. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Rivalry. The thing that I'm curious about is if you can use that to, like, cheese out specific rare encounters in specific biomes. So, like, if you wanted to go out and catch a Voltorb, for example, you could go to the biome that Voltorb spawns in and set yourself a team of 6 Pokemon that spawns in that biome, and then not guarantee, but give yourself much higher rates for Voltorb to spawn. I'm wondering if that's a strategy. Because, I mean, that would be a cool strategy. Because you would have to reduce the cost... Ooh. You would have to reduce the cost of some Pokemon to make that really work. We got our Cinccino. Get yourself several Voltorb captures if it works, and get the IVs and natures, especially for essentially for free. Yeah, that's kind of my idea here. Maybe not specifically for Voltorb, but in the future that would make like target farming something a lot easier. That would make target... What? Maybe that's not a great idea. Young Goose. Young Goose. But, I was thinking more... Also, it does seem like the Singlemon team isn't a workable idea for farming, sadly. Yeah, it was a really, really good idea on paper, but I think in practice it might be working against us here. It might be. But to be fair, it was a good idea. And it is kind of fun. It is a fun idea. You could get lucky. You could get lucky. No sightings. No sightings. And I wouldn't be surprised if we make it all the way to 20 without a sighting either. We literally, like, encountered, like, I want to say at least one per run when we were using other Pokemon. I feel like it was at least one per run. Except for the ones where we only made it to like wave 2 or 3, but you know what I mean? Like the ones where we actually made it past like wave 10, we encountered at least one Cinccino. Ability Charm? What the heck? You see a towering silhouette. Wait a long time? Or battle the Snorlax? I think we battle the Snorlax. He's asleep. Oh. Oh, okay. For sure. Okay. Asleep, by the way. Okay. Does Snorlax get comatose? No, it gets cheek pouched. That was an interesting run. That was an interesting run. I think I need to take a quick break from streaming today, for now. just for a moment, I do need to make sure my doggies are taken care of, and my brother's about to get home from work, so I need to get some stuff around the house taken care of. But I am going to be going live later on today, a little bit later on, just for some more Pokemon stuff. I want to do some more challenge runs. The single Pokemon run was a really fun idea. And I still think it's a really fun idea, and I still want to run with it. I still want to flesh it out a bit more. I just need to do, I think, a bit more grinding, I think, overall, to really, like, min-max that run and see what I can do for that. Because I think I'm getting too caught up on something that's common early and not something that's strong early. Because Pidove... Oh, wait, I wanted to see what happens if we do this. Something like this. We shouldn't see any of these 6 Pokemon. If our theories are correct. Which our first one is already not one of these guys. The first guy is already not one of our 6. The second guy is also not one of our 6. Let's see. The third guy is also not one of our 6. I think we might have figured something out here. We might have figured something out here. The fourth guy is not one of our 6. This is kind of crazy. Well, I guess since this isn't a challenge run, I should probably catch that guy. Hindsight's 2020. Hindsight is 2020, I guess. This is a trainer battle, so it doesn't count. We just need to get through this battle real quick. I think Pidove might be the answer for the mono Pokemon run. Or the solo Pokemon run, I should say. Because Super Luck is kind of strong. Fletchling is also not one of our 6. Do we get any guys, any of them, before Wave 10? We could use a Super Lure and attract more Pokemon. Zigzagoon! But there's also an Eevee. There is a chance, I think. I'm not sure if it lowers your chance, but I don't know. I think more testing might need to be done on this. I might need to do a little bit more testing on this, but I feel like it definitely lowers your odds. There's no way we go through all these waves and we don't get any one of the 6 Pokemon. That just feels weird, you know what I mean? Especially because these are like these are the common Pokemon. Like these are the guys. These are the guys. When you go through route or waves 1 through 10, these are the guys. You know what I mean? It just feels really weird that we didn't get a dupe until wave 7. I don't know. Here, let's save and quit here. Wait, Coco. It took the lure to draw it out even. Fair enough, yeah. I didn't even think about that one. We technically did have to use a lure to draw it out. Maybe the lure affected it. Maybe the lure made it so it pulled from the whole pool instead of whatever pool it's pulling from based on your team. And maybe that's why sometimes you get double, like 2 of the same Pokemon, because it's using a different weight to decide what it is. If there's 2 Pokemon, as opposed to just the 1. Maybe we have to use lures to catch what we need to catch. There's all sorts of things we can do. There's all sorts of things we can do. We can figure it out. It's an interesting theory. Yeah, there's a lot of different things we can test out. I have a lot of questions and a lot of things I want to figure out. Every time I play this game, I have new things I want to do. It's so exciting. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's so many things to do. There's so many new things. Pokemon is a game where I have, like, more often than not, I see something happen and, like, I have, like, 10 questions that pop into my mind. Because I do a lot of, like, team building. I really, really enjoy the team building aspect of, like, competitive Pokemon and stuff like that, and double battles, and thinking about all the different moving parts and how they work with each other and in conjunction with everything and stuff like that. So, like, things like this is really fun for me. It could also be completely bogus. It could. I could be, yeah, this could all be something that, like, we're tinfoil hatting right now. We have tinfoil hats on and we're sitting there, like, you know, we got the red string on the wall and we're like, look at the thing, look at it, it connects here and then it does this. It could. It very well could. But, yeah, this is the type of thing that I really like, because, like, the way my brain works is, like, I'll see something in a battle and, like, it'll make me question, like, what else would have an interaction with that? And then I start thinking about it and I'm like, well, hold on, what happens if this? And then, like, well, what if we do this? It's fun. The competitive thing explains the plus and minus understanding too. I do. So not just with like competitive Pokemon, like VGC, I should say. I like to do a lot of like meme teams where, like, maybe I'll load up like the UU ladder or something like that with like a double team of really, really weak Pokemon, specifically formatted around UU, or underused Pokemon. So there won't be heavy hitters like, you know, like Gyarados or something like that in there. It'll be like stuff on the level of like Sunflora, you know, Hoppip and Skiploom and Lotad, and, you know, stuff like that. Weaker Pokemon all around. And you have a lot of different options and a lot of different things available to you, and there's a lot of things that people don't look at because you have Gyarados, for example. You know, you don't really need to look at Lotad, for example. Why would you use Lotad when Gyarados exists? You know? But there's a lot of things that Pokemon offer that you wouldn't expect them to. I feel like a lot of Pokemon have some type of really specific niche, and even Pokemon that people say are really bad are only really bad in the context of like competitive Pokemon. They have something that they do really well, like Mightyena, for example. Mightyena is by no means a good Pokemon, but it does get the ability Quick Feet, I think. Quick Feet, and it can also have Tough Claws for its passive ability on here. So because I know it gets Quick Feet and Tough Claws on here, and it's already kind of a pretty decently strong attacker, it's just not super fast or bulky. With the mechanics of Pokerogue allow you to kind of bypass that with like vitamins and like stacking held items. So you can kind of do some really crazy things with a Poochyena, even though it's not the quote-unquote good Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, there's some really crazy tech that you can pull off with like the random Pokemon that you would not expect. Like, Purloin had a really crazy stunt with the move Assist for a long time in competitive, because you can call... So Assist uses a random move that one of your Pokemon in your team knows. And it's random, so you can't really do that like effectively, but people found out that there's like stipulations to it. Like, it won't draw the move Explosion, for example, or it won't draw the move Transform if you have a Ditto on your team. So if you have a team with all moves that are restricted from Assist, except for one that's somewhere on your team, you can 100% accurately pull like Hyper Beam with no recoil turn, for example, because you're not technically using Hyper Beam, you're using Assist. So, you know, like, even things like Purloin has like really crazy, you know, things, and the fact that it gets Prankster too, so it has priority on stuff like that. You know, it can use moves that it can't actually even learn because it gets Assist. You can RNG manipulate, kind of, essentially. But it's cool. There's a lot of really interesting mechanics that, you know, especially with Pokerogue doubling up on passive abilities, or like adding passive abilities on top of abilities, there's an entire new layer of things for me to think about. And so this, like, everything about this game is just like right up my alley. I love this type of stuff. Even if it doesn't work well, being able to pull it off one time would make me happy. That'll make me happy. But anyways, I've been rambling. I am gonna one of my favorite Pokerogue runs was a team that had Ambipom with Fake Out, Swords Dance, and Last Resort. I really like Ambipom. Ambipom has Skill Link, I think it learns. It gets Skill Link. I don't have an Ambipom, but I'm pretty sure Ambipom gets Skill Link, and because it gets Skill Link, you can give it the move Tail Slap, I think. And fun fact, actually, in the format of Little Cup, if you're familiar, I don't know if you're familiar with that format or not, but Little Cup is basically baby Pokemon only. So all Pokemon are set to level 5, and you can't use any Pokemon that does not have an evolved form. So, for example, like, you can't use Gyarados because it doesn't have an evolution after Gyarados, but you can use Magikarp. Middle evolutions also don't count. It has to be the very first stage evolution of the line, and it has to have a line. It can't be like, what's a Pokemon that doesn't really evolve? I don't think I have one on me right now. Oh, I do. Like Iron Leaves, for example. Like, you can't use Iron Leaves because it doesn't evolve. Simultaneously, you can't use Pokemon... Oh! Sorry about that. Can't be Love Disc, but could be Mantike. Yes, yes, perfect. I forgot about Love Disc. Perfect analogy. But what I was saying though, Apom is a beginning evolution, and Apom, because it gets the combination of Skill Link and Tail Slap, at level 5, that is essentially a one-hit kill move on every Pokemon in the entire game, bar none. It one-shots everything with a 5-hit guaranteed 25 base power move. So, fun fact, Apom is actually banned from Little Cup. You cannot use Apom in Little Cup because it's essentially Rayquaza. It's essentially Rayquaza in Little Cup. It just one-shots everything, outspeeds everything, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's Mega Rayquaza for Little Cup. I always thought that was really funny. even like quadruple resisted. Actually, no, I think you have to quadruple resist it to live. You have to quadruple resist Tail Slap to live. That's the only way. That is insane. But anyways, that was a really long rambly story. I didn't mean for that to go crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I appreciate you being here and keeping me company. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I'm a notorious yapper. I'm a notorious yapper. Especially when it comes to things I'm like really not passionate about, but like really interested in. I just talk and talk and talk. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you coming in and following. Thank you. I do stream every single day, and like I said earlier, I do plan on streaming again later on today. So I will be live again later. So look out for that if you want to catch me in the future. I do also have a Discord. It's not super populated. No one really talks in it and uses it, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Maybe in the future we'll get something going. But anyways, I will see you. Take care. Hope you have a great one.